Relaying someone's exact words shouldn't feel like a barrier to your writing's flow. Often we find ourselves trapped in a string of clunky quotation marks that interrupt the rhythm of the page. By the end of this video, you will be able to convert any direct statement or question into correctly formatted indirect speech. To follow along, grab a pen and paper. This tutorial assumes a basic understanding of how to identify subjects, verbs, and pronouns. Mastering these conversions allows you to weave external quotes directly into your own sentences, creating a cohesive and authoritative narrative. Reported speech is not a matter of guesswork. It functions as a predictable structural formula. The formula for statements is straightforward. Take your subject and reporting verb, add that as a connector, followed by the secondary subject and the verb. First, remove all quotation marks. You will use the word that to bridge the two halves of your new sentence. Look at the pronoun in this example. Ram said, "I am happy." We must shift that first-person pronoun to match the perspective of the reporting subject. In this case, I becomes he, resulting in Ram said that he was happy. Without these shifts, the perspective of your sentence remains split, leaving the reader unsure of who is actually speaking. Once the structure is set, the next rule is to move the verb tense one step backward into the past. On this chart, you see the standard shifts: present simple to past simple, and present continuous to past continuous. We also include advanced shifts. Present perfect and past simple condense into past perfect. Models like will and can become would and could. There is a specific exception to keep in mind. If the reporting verb itself is in the present or future tense, the verb in the quote does not change its tense at all. Your physical and temporal references must also change to fit the new perspective. Now becomes then. Here becomes there. And yesterday becomes the previous day. These shifts ensure the reader stays grounded in the original context, preventing errors where the quote's timing contradicts your narrative. Questions require a different approach. In reported speech, they must be restructured into statements. For yes/no questions, we use this formula. Instead of that, we use the connectors if or whether. Watch as we convert "are you happy" into "if I was happy." We shift the tense and pronoun, then dissolve the question mark entirely. By converting a question into a statement, you integrate the original speaker's inquiry into your own narrative flow. WH questions, those starting with who, what, where, when, or why, do not use if or whether. In this third formula, the WH word itself acts as the connector between the reporting verb and the rest of the sentence. For example, the direct question, "Where do you live?" translates into the reported statement, "Where I lived." Be careful to avoid the most common error, keeping the original question's word order or leaving helper verbs in place. In these incorrect examples, we remove helper verbs like do and swap the subject and verb positions. This results in a declarative sentence structure. Identifying these rogue helper verbs and correcting the word order ensures that the quoted material fits precisely within your prose. You have now worked through the three core structures. Review the sentences you've written to see how they have been transformed. To summarize, remove quotation marks, shift tenses into the past, and convert questions into statements. This infographic shows the three structural formulas side by side for your future reference. Pause the video to save these formulas, and like this video if you found it helpful. Applying these three formulas provides the technical foundation needed to integrate outside voices into any document you write.